this your girl Cece with Always Kiss the Cook, and guess what? Y'all are gonna be cooking with me from start to finish the easy surf and turf dish. Okay, everybody think you gotta use steak, but you don't. Guess what? We're doing it with scallops and chicken. I'm gonna show you step by step how to make this simple, quick, easy dish in maybe 30 to 45 minutes, tops. So as my special guests are here waiting, I decided to give them a little appetizer, keeping in theme with the surf and turf. So this is my crab ball. But what, instead of me frying them like they used to happen, a girl is gonna bake these. They're on like a crusted pesto toast that I did. Also with my new seasoning that just came out called The Beach Seafood Seasoning. So I'm telling you, this is thebomb.com, and they're gonna enjoy this as I continue to prepare them the best surf and turf meal that they ever had. Alright, so I already got my water boiling. I went around the pot 3 times with some salt. So you want whenever you're boiling pasta, you always want your water to taste like the sea. So I did 3 rounds of just some regular iodized salt. Iodized salt, people, iodized, because it contains a nutrient. So now, being that my water is at a rapid boil right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and add the fettuccine noodle in. And again, the fettuccine noodle, if you know your pasta, it's just a flat noodle. It's not like a spaghetti, it's basically flat. And that's how it looks, it's just a flat noodle. Alright, so now I am about to, as these cook down, as you see, they already are down. So they're basically submerged. So I'm gonna move on to the next thing, which is where I'm gonna get my spinach, my mushrooms, and my tomatoes. And what I'm gonna do is saute them a little bit, so that way they can go ahead and get the cooking time done a little bit quicker. I'm using avocado oil, which is a very high smoke point. This avocado oil, it goes up to like 500 degrees, which I already, a lot of times I buy chicken breasts, already cook them and grill them up. So what I'm about to do now is just to heat these up, and again, and saute these with my avocado oil. See that smoke coming up there? So basically I'm just heating up my grilled chicken that I already got done. And again, just adding a little flavor on it. And it's always good to buy your chicken breasts, cook them, freeze them, so when you need it, all you got to do is just take it out. That's another tip from Always Kiss the Cook. So now I'm about to take them out. Ooh, check out this goodness here, honey. So the crab balls have now come out. I did run them under the broiler, just to get a little sear on them a little bit, but honey, they about to drop the fork on this. Okay, so we have drained this, but I'm gonna run just a little bit of cold water over her. Then I'm gonna dump her back in the pot, and we're just to make sure all the noodles are loose. This is something my mother taught me. And then I'm gonna show you another tip that you do when your noodles is hot, that'll also make them pliable. We are going to add a little bit of EVOO. If you don't know what EVOO is, it is extra virgin olive oil. So just drizzle that. It's almost like you're seasoning your pasta. Just do a little dash, a little turn, and then from there This will keep your pasta pliable. Okay, so now here comes the star of the show, which is these luxurious scallops, honey. Okay, so I got some avocado oil in the pan. I'm not gonna add no seasoning because the seasoning is not needed. So what you want to do is just place your scallops down. My special guest today, they're all gonna get 4 scallops on top of the fettuccine. No seasoning is needed. Why? Because it's gonna be embedded in all of the seasonings here. We're gonna have pesto, we're gonna have spinach, we're gonna have tomato, and it's already seasoned with the beach seafood seasoning, honey. Hey, that's always Kiss to Cook custom season, the beach. I'm also going to use shredded Parmesan shavings, so that's why I really don't need to season up these, because they're already going to be, again, embedded in a bunch of seasoning. So, and once you place the scallop, don't touch it, don't move it, because as it cooks, it's going to release. And I'll show you a little demonstration of that in a minute. And you also don't want to crowd your pan either. So as you see, look, if you come here, as you see, it's not ready to be moved. So as it cooks, it's going to let me know when it's ready to be moved. Because once you place it, seafood talks to you. Okay? So it'll let you know when I can turn and sear the other side. Okay? So right now, I can't move them. They're already stuck. And it's going to let me know when they're ready to be turned. Because again, we're only searing these. And that's what you want. A scallop is a sear. Don't overcook it, because you don't want it to be chewy. No, you want to be able to take that fork and it cut like butter. Okay? Let me see, is this one ready? Okay? So again, I did turn that one, because again, we're just getting a sear. See, this one is ready to be turned. I can flip her. It talks to you. That's what a sear looks like. Okay? So again, I'm gonna see, is another one ready? And all you got to do, you can step away, not too long though, because again, this is seafood. Scallops are very pricey. So I'm just gonna check and see, is another one ready to be released. This one is ready to be released, so I can turn it. So again, like I said before, your seafood talks to you. With scallops, once you put them in the pan, when they're ready to release, they will tell you. So like I flipped this one over, I think this one is ready to be turned. So when they sear up, honey, they look like that. And that way, once you put them in, again, they're going to talk to you when they're ready. Nothing in this pan but EVOO and 2 pats of butter. See, this one ain't ready. See how she's stuck on that side? So I'm just going to let her talk to me and let her tell me when she's ready. So that one is ready. This one, I want to sear on it, so I may move that one to the middle. And let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, they big. So I'm going to cut the eye up just a little bit. This one is still, see, these two, they ain't ready. They being a little stubborn right there, but it's okay. Just like a woman, y'all know how we get. So these 2 babies are still, oh, she released, so she ready. Let me see, is her cousin ready? Oh, and she released too. So again, that's another always Kiss to Cook tip. Your seafood talks to you and it'll tell you when to turn them. And this is the sear you want. This is the crush you want, people. This is what you want when you're searing scallops. That's what you want. And that was a tip from my mama, Miss B. Okay, so these are the sea scallops. These are the big boys. Okay, so they're all ready. And again, no seasoning was used. All you need is extra virgin olive oil and 2 pats of butter. and you want to go around your pan, that's it. They already done talk to you. Okay, so look at them. They already released. They done seared. Because again, you don't want a gummy scallop. This should be so fork tender, which I know it is, because it's not my first time cooking this dish, that they're ready. They're done. They're done. Okay, so we then took the scallops out. They're all plated right here. Now in the same pan with the same butter, EVOO, I got my mushrooms, and these are baby bellas cut in half. And then I'm gonna also add just a little bit of some diced tomatoes. And again, this is for pop of color. And I'm gonna also add in some spinach. And we're just gonna wilt this down some, so that way when I add it into the pasta, it is going. And y'all know spinach cooked down. Work its magic. Then this is gonna go into here. Then I'm gonna get this stirring and then plate this up for my special guests. And there is the turf, and here is the serve. Look at that. We eat with our eyes. Food is color. So we got brown, we got green, and we got red. The more colorful your food, the better it is for you. Did you know that? That's another always kiss the cook tip. Okay, so now we got this. It's all wilting down. That's the only downfall about spinach. You can have so much, then when you cook it, it becomes that much. You can have that big, and then it becomes that big. But it's still, look at these tomatoes, all the seasoning, these baby bellas, honey. Yes, and then I'm about to add a little trick, about to put y'all on game. Okay? About to put y'all on game. Okay. Heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add a little bit in here. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna also add some in my pasta. Because again, we're building layers. I always have butter. Unsalted butter. Because you control the salt. The only seasoning that was used in any of my cooking was the beach or seafood seasoning. No salt, no pepper. Because again, this unsalted butter is better for you people. Another always kiss the cook tip. Do not buy margarine, please don't. Country Crock, no. Now they make spreadable butter, people. They make spreadable butter. So I'm gonna add, this is like 2 pats just in here. And then I got another little arsenal in my thing. So I'm gonna add some butter in here as well. This is unsalted butter. So I'm gonna add in the cream cheese. And I don't measure, I'm sorry, but a spoonful, 2 spoonfuls. So now I'm just gonna let this simmer on down. And then I'm gonna take this, transfer it in there, and I'm gonna add in the pesto. Okay? So what I'm about to do now is take this chicken, add it in here, add the spinach, tomato, and mushroom. I'm gonna add in my pesto as well. Okay? So I'm gonna pour this in here. And now I am about to add the chicken that we've already done up. I'm gonna add it and I'm gonna mix it. And I'm just gonna leave some chicken out right there. Okay, I'm gonna add some of these fresh tomatoes cut up in there. Another star of the show is pesto. Basically, this is basil, pine nuts, olive oil, and then we are going to I got to put all this together. This is grated Parmesan, fresh. This is the kind of Parmesan that has to be refrigerated. This ain't the kind that you buy off the shelf. No, this is refrigerated. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit in here just to thicken up the liquid a little bit. And I'm about to do a plate up. That way y'all can see how everything comes together. Now we about to give you some surf and turf. This pot is very compact. So you got pesto, you got spinach, or you got tomatoes. Okay. Now I'm going to add some Parmesan shavings. I like shaved Parmesan as well. Okay. They basically look like this. So you just want to douse it up. Oops. And then we're just going to add a little bit of fresh parsley. Again, this is refrigerated parsley. Isn't that good? The best surf and turf that you will ever have, honey. So, let's see who gonna drop the fork on this. Okay? Dinner is served. Hey, this your girl Cece with Always Kiss the Cook. Just doing a quick recap of what took place today and where we did drop the fork and did all of that from the appetizer on up to the main course. So with the appetizer, it was just some quick crab balls, some lump crab balls at that, on some pesto toast, drizzled with some herbs de Provence olive oil, and just ran in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. And then the last couple of minutes, I put her under the broiler. Then from there, hey, the fettuccine, because we did a quick surf and turf. So we did the fettuccine. Again, I've reserved the pasta water, which you want to do. And again, your water when boiling the fettuccine should taste like the ocean. So I do 2 rounds around my pot of iodized salt. Remember, iodized, because that is a salt nutrient that we need. Then from there, I sauteed up some chicken breasts, which I already pre-cooked. I'm telling you, buy up chicken breasts, cook them, cut them up, freeze them, so when you need them, you already have them. So that's another tip. And just let them sit out overnight at room temperature. Then from there, we did the scallops. Remember, I gave you a little lesson. When you searing your scallops, your seafood talks to you. All you need is around your pan, 2 pats of butter around your pan with EVOO, 2 pats of butter, place them down. I add no seasoning on the scallops at all because, again, my surf and turf is loaded full of flavor from start to finish. So you don't need to add no extra. And then I did some the spinach, the tomatoes, the mushrooms, and I added that in the same pan that I sauteed the scallops up in. And then from there, I added some heavy cream. Well, again, another 2 pats of unsalted butter. You want to get unsalted butter, people. So that is better for you because, again, you're controlling the ingredients. That's the main thing, is that you're controlling the ingredients. Then we brought everything together, added some pesto, poured the tomato and mushroom mixture into the fettuccine, added all the liquid, and the liquid was, again, that reserved pasta water, along with a little douse of some extra heavy cream. And then I also added a little pat of cream cheese in there. Because, again, when you eating pasta, it's either go hard or go home, honey. I mean, you want the fat. And today it was good fat. And then I also added some pesto in here. So we just brought everything together, plated it up real nicely. Again, everybody got 4 scallops. I mean, these babies was huge, beautiful. And that's basically it. That was my take on surf and turf. So to reach me, and then sprinkle with Parmesan, fresh shaved Parmesan. And then, honey, we already know that you got to douse it with that parsley. So again, the fork was dropped on this meal, and I guarantee you that them plates are gonna be empty. I can't wait to show you. So with that being said, again, this your girl CC with Always Kiss the Cook. You can reach me and get any of my spices, which was used today was the Beach Seafood Seasoning. Again, the Beach Seafood Seasoning. You can order that spice at alwayskissthecookva.com. I'm Always Kiss the Cook on Facebook, but if you add the VA to it, it'll pop it up. Always Kiss the Cook VA on Instagram. And then guess what's coming up? The YouTube channel is coming, and again, that's gonna be Always Kiss the Cook VA. Again, thank you for coming into my kitchen. So from my kitchen to yours, drop that fork, let's eat. Bye.